So I got about 10 minutes to talk about a 4 hour long movie. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy SonTj. So I've watched the Snyder cut of Justice League. And it's weird because I'm one of the few people who low-key didn't hate the original Josh Whedon. I guess it's quote-unquote the new edited version of the Josh Whedon movie. I didn't really hate it because Superman's my favorite character, and I kind of like how Whedon portrayed, like, you know, the cartoony, more comic book personality-wise Superman, right? That was kind of like my thing, even though the rest of the movie was kind of trash. like Cyborg was just there, and like Aquaman was kind of like more emotional for no reason. Batman lost all his edge. Like, it was so weird. He went from like this hardcore Punisher ass Batman to like this kind of like cartoony, like, oh my god, I'm just a human Batman. You know what I mean? So it was very weird when it first came out. Then all the other movies came out, and like Aquaman was, you know, good to, you know, decent to good. Then Wonder Woman, you know, 1984. Apparently a lot of people don't like that movie. I think it's pretty good. I don't really hate it. But we finally get Justice League the Snyder cut. And I know a lot of people said it wasn't coming out. And just the story behind this movie is low-key bigger than the movie itself. But I would have to say, this movie, you know, it's not the greatest thing ever. But, man, it's really freaking good. Like, it reminded me, again, I'm not comparing it to, like, Endgame to say in terms of, like, quality or nothing. But, like, man, like, Endgame was 3 hours long. And I didn't feel those 3 hours. And this movie, outside of like maybe the first hour, it flowed by pretty well, man. I've always been a fan of Zack Snyder. I've never said he's the greatest filmmaker, but I do love what the guy does. Like, he's just kind of like one of those people where like he'll give you a 7 out of 10 movie most of the time. Like, you'd be happy if you get that rare 8 out of 10. You understand if you get that rare 6 out of 10, but you know you're gonna get a good movie from the guy. He gets a lot of criticism. Some of it I think is warranted. Some is a little bit over the top. But overall, man, like, the fact that this movie was originally for 4 hours and it works, and all the stuff that I liked in the Josh Whedon version was the things that was kept in this movie. And there's only a few things I like in the Whedon verse more than this one. Like, only like literally a few things. But this movie, the pacing was well done. Overall, man, like, if you ever really given Zack Snyder a chance, like, rewatch Man of Steel, watch Batman v Superman the extended edition, because actually the extended edition helps a lot. Granted, Zack Snyder, kind of like Michael Bay, have a hard time like getting a movie down to at least 2.5 hours or even 3 hours. Like, they have a hard time doing that. But man, the movie helps out a lot of characters. Like what everyone's been saying, Cyborg is crazy because like I rewatched the Whedon version. They try to like make him like Teen Titans, like Cyborg, without none of the character development at all. Like, this movie really helps out his character, fleshes out to a point where like you feel bad because people have been on Ray Fisher's head saying that he's a problem and he's just trying to get clout off defending himself and all of this, and then when things come to light, people are like low-key silent. Like, yeah, this thing, oh well, you know what, I support Ray Fisher, but while he was saying all that, everyone trying to make him look crazy, right? And I think he was vindified, bro. Like, his acting in this movie was great. Yeah, some of the CGI is not the greatest, but the CGI looks better than it did in the original movie. Like, again, this is a spoiler review, by the way, but like that fight with Superman versus Steppenwolf, bro. Like, when Superman dodges Steppenwolf's punch like he did in both movies, and he's about to swing on him. If you look at the CGI, it's the same scene, but the CGI is like way better, like on Superman's face. It's incredible, bro. Each character has something to do, man. Like, my favorite character in the DC verse is like Superman in the Flash, and Superman in the original Whedon one. Homie just took care of business. Like, don't get me wrong, he's my favorite character, and I think Henry Cavill is my favorite Superman, like, of all time. Like, yes, he has some questionable character decisions with him from time to time, but I think Henry Cavill is just a great actor, and I think he's the best looking Superman, like, in terms of, like, you know, action and everything. And yeah, it's just, I don't want him taking over the entire fight and no one has something to do. And the fact that in this cut that Superman, he does do his thing and is powerful, but like every character is doing something and it matters. Like, Batman gets his own scene. Batman never loses like his edge. Like, of course he's more hopeful. Like, he's more of a comic book accurate Batman now because he's not just brooding. He's not trying to kill people. Like, he's actually trying his best to be where he was when he first started being Batman. He's also talking about like he knows Superman's going to come because it's not some type of like proof it is. He just hopes and he just has faith. It's just showing real character development for Batman as a whole. And there's so much world building. Like, I could say from a few things that with the whole Martian Manhunter thing, you could have just had him come in the end. You didn't really need the whole Martha Kent thing, the whole twist there. You could have saved that for the end of the film. Just my personal opinion, because I feel like that takes away from Martha Kent. Because now I think, freaking, I can't believe I just forgot homegirl's name. That's crazy. Clark's girlfriend. What the hell? Like, why I can't remember her name? Regardless, it's gonna make her feel a type of way because she's gonna think Martha really taught her. That really wasn't Martha. So, wow, Lois. Yes, Lois. Holy crap! I don't know why that took me so long. But yeah, every character had some great character development. Aquaman has a great, and also let's talk about Darkseid. Like, listen, whatever they're gonna do with Darkseid, he doesn't have to be, you know, Thanos level, like, you know, personality or anything like that. But the fact that you feel his threats, because that was the problem. Like, you knew there's a bigger boss they was trying to hint at in the DCEU, like, because that's the thing that made the MCU really incredible, right? Like, even though, like, you know, they did a great job with the characters and the storytelling, and, you know, some villains was lackluster, some villains were really great, but the fact that, like, the MCU always in every movie before Thanos came in, it was like this looming threat. With the DC movies, it just felt like whatever movie we hope gets a good rating on Rotten Tomatoes sticks. But like the fact that in this movie you see the threat, you know what's coming, and you're hyped to see him, bro. Like, the Darkseid stuff, the Nightmare stuff, all that stuff was so freaking good, man. Not just because of fan service, but it gives you like a sense of direction for what the universe is going with. Like, I know in the original story what Zack Snyder was trying to do, he was trying to do that whole like Batman being with Lois while Superman is dead. I'm really glad that that's not happening if they continue in this plot line. But for what we've given, and just seeing how like they're trying to stop the future where Superman loses Lois Lane and Darkseid takes over his mind, and that's where all these different like nightmare scenes been going. I think that's incredible stuff, man. Minus the whole Lois and Batman stuff. I know that happened in some other comic stuff, but like what Zack Snyder was trying to do, he deserves for his verse to be told, man. Like, again, I'm not saying that this movie is some like 10 out of 10 masterpiece, but it's damn near an 8 out of 10 for being a 4-hour long movie to still have the same problems Zack Snyder usually does with the whole slow-mo stuff. Like, I don't have a problem with it for like the majority of the film, but like that first beginning, homie was doing slow-mos with just anything, bro. It was kind of rough, but overall, like, with a little bit of editing, a little bit more hands-on stuff, Zack Snyder is a really great guy for this verse, man. Like, and I feel like he got screwed over, you know, by WB, but like, you know, he's been vindicated. Also, I don't mind the 4:3 ratio. It reminds me of old Dragon Ball, and I have the Dragon boxes. I don't have the Blu-rays where everything's cropped to 16:9, so I don't mind that at all. I definitely recommend this film. A lot of my friends told me, like, really, you watched the 4 hours? I'm not gonna lie, I watched it while half asleep, and I was able to stay up the entire 4 hours. I took a break like in the middle, like a break is like maybe like 2 minutes or something like that. But other than that, bro, like the film is incredible. Superman, again, my favorite character. His scene was amazing, but I would say the criticism is that, so why is Superman, like, you know, smacking him, heat beaming him like 30 times? Like, and I do miss Superman talking about justice and everything in the Whedon one, because like, again, what they did with Superman is incredible. Like, you don't have Superman like trying to freaking break Batman's face and talking about do he bleed and all that stuff. There's so much stuff that Whedon put in here in his comes. Like, there was so much like that Zach already filmed. Why did you feel the need to, you know, replace any of this stuff? You know what I mean? Like, if this stuff was already filmed, why did we didn't feel the need to do all that? Like, again, I appreciate the whole justice talk from Superman, but that wasn't needed. That wasn't needed at all, bro. It was perfect the way it was. Like, Superman saying not impressed. Like, yeah, he sounded confident as hell, but from what you can know, everyone knows that Superman's a great guy. Like, we got the whole evil Superman stuff, but that's like because Lois died in his arms and everything. And also the whole nightmare stuff. Yeah, man, I like Joker, man. Like, Jared Leto, I think he's been vindicated. I want to see more Ben Affleck, bro. I think Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. Yeah, I know the whole killing thing. I don't like that either. But like, I feel like it's a great character arc because Batman's always seen this moral high ground above everyone else just because he doesn't kill. When he damn near almost kills everyone every time he smacks someone. But like, yeah, every change for Cyborg, for the Flash, him going back in time, actually being useful and not being annoying with his jokes. Ezra Miller, I don't know what he's going on, because I remember he went through that whole smacking a chick random thing. But bro, if we could just continue down this verse, that'd be great, man. And I know Wonder Woman, she can fly in 1984. She wasn't flying in this film, and I know every time she moved, it was like, oh, every time she did something. But bro, it's just nitpicks, man. I think this movie is a strong 8 out of 10, bro. Like, also, one more thing. I just finished getting my haircut. As a track runner who's been doing track for years, Flash's running style in this movie is terrible. Like, that scene when he says Iris, I'm like, what is the form he's hitting, bro? Like, I don't mind him doing that weird hand shit he does because it looks cool with electricity, but yeah, if Flash, if they ever continue this universe, have Flash actually, have some running form. Like, in the comics and in all these video games, Flash has like perfect, like, Olympian style Olympian runner format, like a sprinter format. In this movie, homie is just, yeah, it's just not good form, I play it. But anyway, back to my original review. Just because I like some Superman stuff more in the original one does not justify that film at all. Check this movie out. Just one of the rare films that is worth like 3 hour to 4 hour long watch time, man. Like, I'm not trying to say it's good as Endgame or anything like that, but this movie is definitely probably the best, if not one of the best Zack Snyder films he's ever made, which is incredible. Because I like Man of Steel. I have some problems with, desaturation and everything. But, like, bro, if you give Zack Snyder a shot and stop buying into, like, everyone just hating on the guy because it's popular to hate on the guy. And I'm not in the whole, like, super fandom menace and all that other stuff where people are, like, toxic fans of him or something like that. I just like the guy. And I'm glad that he was able to fulfill this for his daughter. So yeah, let me know if you like my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the film as well. Definitely give it a shot, man. And also check the link below to a GoFundMe. I uploaded a video earlier reviewing the Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, and I talked about it in there as well. But yeah, if you have a few dollars or anything, that would really help out. So yeah, SonTj, peace. Love you all.